What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sho back with another video, and today, if you have clicked on this video, right, if you've seen this video, you clicked on this video, you pretty much can already guess what, you see it in the corner over there as it's showing. I think, in my opinion, I think Sonic Riders is probably the best Sonic franchise that has ever existed. Now, I've played so many Sonic games. I'm not saying this from a point of like me not playing other Sonic games. I played Sonic Heroes, which I actually did enjoy, Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania, and you know, some of the like old PC Sonics. Like, I don't even remember the name. I just remember having Sonic and you just run around and stuff, and those were really fun. But this one in particular, I feel like is the most enjoyable Sonic I've ever played, because it's basically a Mario Kart but way cooler. Now, if you don't know, man, we're gonna get into like the specifics of this game in general like later on, but today let's actually play it. Let's see if we can get in a race real quick. All right, so as you see, I played a little bit on this emulation system. I just tested out. I couldn't figure out the controls, but today we're actually gonna try to do a race and see if we can actually get this to work. The controls itself is not bad, but playing from a GameCube to an Xbox controller is going to be kind of difficult to figure out. Yeah, we're gonna start again with that. All right. Okay. Did anything happen? Okay, there we go. We're gonna do a normal race. We'll save story mode for later. Now, obviously, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity is a better game. We know this. It's a better game. But today we're talking about specifically this one. So when I say like the best Sonic game, I'm talking about those two together. I know that's kind of technically cheating, but whatever. This specific game made me such a fan of Jet the Hawk. You ever been young and like you played a game with your friends or your family, and you had to have a specific character that was your character? Like, nobody else could touch it. Like, Jet the Hawk was my character. You know what I'm saying? Other people go for Knuckles, other people go for Sonic. Jet the Hawk was always my favorite character. Besides like Shadow. Shadow's cool too, you know. But today, man, we're gonna play with Jet the Hawk. I love how they had the different types of boards, even though I only got one right now. Love me some Jet the Hawk. Thought he was an amazing character in this game. I mean, we had to back up behind the line and then run. Okay, I'm already starting off horrible. I think this will have to be edited as far as like the emulation goes. I want to say like the emulation, like moving around, is not as crisp as I need it to be. Ooh, I used to love playing this racing game. Just having friends just over, and you know what I'm saying, y'all all playing this one game, everybody picking their characters. I think at one point we used to like, everybody used to spend a night in one house, and then in Sonic Riders Zero Gravity you would basically okay, so my analog is just a little bit off. Probably need to be kind of calibrated, because actually moving in this is a little bit weird. It's just, but yeah, we would all get together and like, what we're gonna spend the coins on to get like the skates. I was a really big fan of the skates. Well, am I first? How am I first? I was doing terrible. How was I first? Sonic just stole all the limelight from me. Okay, I'm now fourth, so I'm down. Okay, Sonic, let me get in that. And the other one, you had that Zero Gravity. That was such a good concept. You would basically move everything out the way and just kind of run. Okay, where did I go? And now I'm 8. Honestly, I probably wouldn't be that bad. All right there. I'm running. I don't even have any juice. What's going on? Yeah, analog stick is not as crisp as I need it to be. Definitely not as crisp as I need it to be. As much as I miss this game, I'm really doing really bad right now. And I'm in danger. I need to go on a pit crew. I'm actually running ridiculously fast. Yeah, am I catching up to people just by running? That's actually crazy. Okay, I'm catching back up. So you get used to the okay. Actually, I'm not. I just didn't get used to it at all. That was actually kind of fun, even though I totally sucked in that whole match. Yeah, that was kind of fun. So like I said in the actual video, when I say the best Sonic game ever, I'm including both Riders games together. Honestly, I love Zero Gravity. I think it's a great game, but I also can't forget the original Sonic Riders, you know? Like, I mentioned this also in the video, but I used to play a lot with friends around the neighborhood. I say this a lot in my videos because this is a defining factor to who I became today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids won't really get that kind of feeling anymore, you know what I'm saying? Just to actually go to somebody's house and play all these games, or to kind of gather up in somebody's living room or somebody's room to just somehow find 4 controllers. Like, especially with the Wii. The Wii was easier though, because when the Wii came out, like, you could just get 4 game controllers. Like, I even had a game controller and I didn't even have a Wii, so I just gotta get a controller for my cousin just to hold, so whenever I would go play the games, I could just bring my game controller and then we could all just, you know, run it. You know, on PS2 days, you had to get a multi-tap and stuff, and it was like, there was a lot of issues trying to get stuff to sync up just to play games with each other. It's so different now, way different now. But that's what made these games so special, if I do say so myself. Like, imagine if you really had to work for it to play together. Every session that you play together would be special. You know what I'm saying? You had to keep the multi-tap from, you know, getting injured or damaged, because they wouldn't work unless you just, like, if you messed them up at least even a little bit, they wouldn't even work anymore. So you had to keep it in pristine condition. You had to make sure you came, every time you came somewhere, you had to have a GameCube controller. This was life. This was facts. Sonic Riders is one of those games I mentioned, you know, because that one in specific is like one of the games that's actually 4-player. GameCube used to be known for having a lot of 4-player games. It's what made it such a big system back then. I feel like now having a system that does a lot of just specifically 4-player games is not really the thing anymore. Like, at least locally, people don't really care about it that much at this point. I mean, I still do. I still want games to be local in case I need to have the option for it, but that's what we look for the Switch for. But the Switch games a lot of the times not necessarily have local play. They may have a very generous online play, because the whole point of the Switch is that they expect you to have a Switch. They expect your grandma to have a Switch. They expect your friend around the corner to have a Switch. And to be honest, they're kind of right. Switch is accessible everywhere. Like, I feel like I don't know one person that doesn't have a main console, which is like PlayStation or it's PC or Xbox, and a person that has like that doesn't have a Switch as their secondary console. Or if you have the Switch as your main console, or some people, like a lot of people that don't really game like that, they might have a Switch as like their secondary console. That's kind of crazy to me. I mean, simply because Switch is selling so well, and I think, like I said, everybody have a Switch. Switch is such a great console that this is like it's everywhere. I would love to get a Sonic Riders remake on Switch. That would be absolutely amazing. The sad thing about things like that, though, is something like that may never happen, or it may not happen in like 5 years. But with Sonic movie being kind of good and, you know, revitalizing the love for Sonic, wouldn't you guys really want a Sonic Riders remake now that we can actually play over the internet really well? It wouldn't be the same, obviously. It would lose some of its flavor, considering we're not just there talking trash to each other. But it would actually help a lot, like a lot, because games like those don't really die to me. You can always hop on Sonic Riders and just kind of play each other and race each other. These are the type of games I want to see more in like today's gaming era. Like, I love games like this, party games where you can do local play, you can do online, it don't really matter. I love seeing games like this. Now let me ask you guys a quick question before I end this video. Out of all the Sonic games ever, which Sonic game do you think is the best Sonic game of all time? Mine's got to be Sonic Riders. That might be a nostalgia bit, but I love Sonic Riders to death. Zero Gravity, Sonic Riders, whatever you want to call it. But with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.